three F1 teams Lewis Hamilton could join with sulking star pondering Mercedes' exit. Mercedes' persistent porpoising issues will have left Lewis Hamilton sulking in team meetings, according to former F1 world champion Mika Hakkinen. So much so, in fact, that the Finn claims he will be thinking about joining a new team. Hamilton has not been on the move since 2013, and with 7 world titles under his belt, he should theoretically have the pick of the paddock, but in reality, he may only have 3 options. Hamilton kicked off the 2022 season with an unlikely podium in Bahrain before a disastrous P10 in Saudi Arabia and a 4th-place finish behind George Russell in Melbourne. That has left the Silver Arrows youngster, who only made the huge step up from Williams this year, ahead after 3 races. The all-British partnership appears to be a happy one, but things are not going to plan on track. Mercedes are well off the pace and, with their crack team of engineers unable to get on top of their performance issues, Russell and Hamilton have been left unable to compete at the top. Hakkinen claims it is a fact that the latter will be thinking about his options. Express Sport looks at 3 teams that may be on his mind. After the bitter and intense rivalry in 2021, switching Mercedes for Red Bull may be considered unthinkable by many. But in some ways, it is also the most logical. Max Verstappen is indispensable for Christian Horner and recently tied down his future with a bumper new contract, but sidekick Sergio Perez is out of contract at the end of this season. It wouldn't be the first time that Hamilton has flirted with a Red Bull move, as Horner previously claimed that talks were held while he was still at McLaren. Such a move would be one of the sport's great stories after a fearsome battle last year, and it would also set up a timeless partnership with Verstappen. Though it's probably sensible to avoid putting any money on that happening. McLaren. Hamilton already has 5 years and a world title with McLaren on his CV. That being said, he would have to wait until 2023 for a reunion unless the Woking-based team are willing to pay the price to cut Daniel Ricciardo loose from his contract. Lando Norris appears to be going nowhere after tying down his future until 2025, and his presence could theoretically go some way towards luring Hamilton in. But many would consider ditching the Silver Arrows for McLaren as something of a sidewards step, and paying off Ricciardo could be eye-wateringly expensive. But the Brit does have a huge emotional connection with McLaren, having won his first ever F1 championship with them back in 2008. A move to the prancing horse could be the trickiest of the lot, but simultaneously the most desirable for Hamilton due to their iconic status in the sport. Charles Leclerc is currently the top dog and blazing a trail in the Drivers' Championship while Carlos Sainz trails significantly off the pace, but the Spaniard has reportedly agreed a new deal. As with Ricciardo, a contract is only worth as much to Ferrari as it would cost to break it. That may be a hefty sum if Sainz's ink is still fresh on the paper, but the opportunity to snap up a 7-time world champion in a competitive car does not come about often. Hamilton has also flirted with a move to Ferrari in the past, saying earlier this year, "For many years, when I came to Monza, walking next to the fans, I could hear them saying come to Ferrari. This warmed my heart, but it's pretty amazing that I've never driven for Ferrari in so many years. Because it is a dream for anyone, a goal to be achieved.